Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. My name is David Bailey, CEO of BTC Media, and I just want to start by saying welcome to Nashville. I don't know how many of you consider yourselves blockchain experts, but if you do, you're not a blockchain expert, because no one knows what they're talking about in this industry. And so that's part of why we're here today, is to figure out not just how does a blockchain work, but also where's this whole blockchain revolution going. So with that, I want to pull up a quick chart. Change the slide. So about 9 months ago, blockchain in healthcare was a bullet point on marketing material, but there really hadn't been any serious dialogue around it. So we got pretty serious about trying to get this conversation started here in Nashville. And I saw this picture tweeted out yesterday, so I had it added last minute to the slides. But this is the Gartner hype cycle. We've taken off a lot of the other technologies that are on there because there's too many. But recently, the most recent addition to the hype cycle is healthcare, distributed ledgers, and blockchain. Right there at the very beginning, the most emerging technology trend in the healthcare industry. And so it's amazing to think that we've gone from a marketing bullet point to a Gartner research hype cycle curve. And I think that that's a testament to where this technology is and how important of an influence it can have on the healthcare industry. So I'm about to turn it over to our MC, but I just wanted to make a couple of closing remarks. For meeting rooms, we have them on the back side of the building on the first and second floors. We have the Mike Curb room, which is upstairs in the back. And then we have the balcony hall, which is on the third floor on the front of the building. So if you have any challenges finding where you need to be, what your session is, just find someone in a blue shirt and ask them for help. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being here. We have, between our hackathon, I don't know if anyone was there, we had amazing projects, but between the hackathon, the conference, and our sessions tomorrow, we have 600 people registered for this conference. So I'm totally blown away. I think we're at the very beginning of something very exciting and game-changing, and I can't wait to see where we are 12 months from now. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to John Bass, our MC for today.
Thanks, David. I've got a... Wow, this is great. I have gotten to spend a lot of time with David Bailey over the last, year, but especially over the last month. We were in Shanghai together last week for the Ethereum DevCon conference and then Blockchain Week. It was amazing. And you talk to people in Shanghai and you tell them you're from Nashville, and they kind of look at you funny. And then you start talking about Johnny Cash and all that, and then all of a sudden they open up. And so I'm a Nashville native, so I've spent my whole life having that conversation with people. And so it was really great that David and BTC had this meeting in this venue, because it helps me have that conversation about Nashville is about more than just country music. And this is a good example of that. This is the home of the Nashville Symphony. You may not know this. They were actually founded in 1946. They do about 100 shows a year. They're one of the longest tenured and largest performing arts programs in the country. There's somewhere around here, there's that pipe, that organ up there has over 3,200 pipes, and some of them are like over 36 feet tall. Another interesting fact about this place, the home of the symphony, is that back in 2010, during the flood, there was 35 feet of water in this building. So we're glad that they recovered from the flood and were able to host us. And I just want to start by thanking the Symphony Center and the Nashville Symphony for welcoming us into their home. So thank you. And of course, thanks to BTC Media. One of the best moments in my professional life is when BTC moved to Nashville, because I finally had someone to talk to about my ideas around blockchain and healthcare. So I'm a big fan of what those guys do. David and Tyler and Lauren and John Riggins and Bryce. You know, you've met a lot of their team today, and I'm sure you'll see a lot more of them and hear a lot more from them as you continue to get engrossed in the blockchain world. They're good people doing really good work. And thanks to you guys, or y'all, as we say in Nashville. Don't go out on Lower Broad and say you guys. You got to say y'all on Lower Broad. But thank you all for being here. It's an honor for me as a native Nashvilleian to see people like this gathering around an exciting new technology. I think this is the most exciting conference, healthcare technology conference. And I'm a healthcare technology guy, and I go to a lot of healthcare technology conferences, and this is, to me, the most exciting conference of the year. And so I'm very excited to welcome you all to my hometown, and to see so many brilliant minds and have, here in the Symphony Center with us today. Nashville is blowing up, as if you can't tell. I don't know how many of you have been here before, but this is a town that's changing very, very rapidly, and we're positioning Nashville. We're in great position to be an epicenter for healthcare technology, and I'm proud to have watched that emerge, and I'm excited about the blockchain technology community forming because I think it's a key to continuing to position Nashville as a hub of healthcare technology activities. There's this perfect storm going on where by 2022, we're going to reach $5 trillion in healthcare spending. The numbers are simply getting too big. And we all hope that technology, and I hope that specifically blockchain technology has a big role to play in flattening that cost curve and getting healthcare under control. Today is going to be really neat because it represents the intersection of great healthcare minds. So you're going to see speakers like Chris Kay, who's going to be up here in just a minute, the CIO of Humana. You're going to see Charlie Martin on stage, and if for those of you who haven't heard Charlie Martin speak before, you're in for a real treat. He's got a reputation for a guy who does not get asked back to the same conference twice, because he's got very interesting things to say, but he is a thought leader, and he is all about empowering consumers and revolutionizing, changing healthcare for the better. And you will not want to miss Charlie's presentation later this morning. And you've got a presentation by Corey Todaro of Hashed Health this afternoon, introducing the consortium and how we can all collaborate around the future of blockchain technology in healthcare. And then on the other side, you've got blockchain expertise like Micah from Jim, who will do a keynote. You've got a series of really neat demos showing you real projects that you can kind of understand and latch onto around blockchain technology, concepts that are actually being applied. Guys like Matt from Nuco and Wayne from Tyrion. And so that'll be really neat. And then we'll wrap things up with a reception this afternoon. So when you think about those two groups of people, kind of these healthcare experts with a lot of applied knowledge and understanding, and kind of representing what Nashville's all about, which is this culture of grounded understanding in healthcare systems. And then you've got this group of blockchain technology experts that are meeting with them that represent thought leaders in blockchain technology and distributed ledger technologies. Those two worlds coming together is like Christmas for me, because this is kind of my dream come true, this conference. So I am extremely excited that all of you and all of these leaders are coming together in one place. And I just encourage you, get in the game, because this is a really exciting time for healthcare, and you guys are sitting here because you know something that a lot of people haven't figured out yet. So listen with an open mind, think about how you can get involved and how you can collaborate with your peers, because I think this is the type of technology, much like the internet, where we can't really do it in silos. We have to do it as a community. We have to come together in groups, and we have to form real relationships around real problems and then attach those to the right solutions on top of the blockchain. Or else we run the risk of having that conversation with people around you're a solution looking for a problem. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our morning keynote. I'm honored to introduce Chris Kay, CIO of Humana, a guy who's spent most of his career coming up with innovative ideas to empower consumers. Before Humana, Chris ran City Ventures. He's come down to from Louisville, and without further ado, I'll introduce Chris Kay.